This is Shreya, and this is my game. So, I'm just going to go through the basic functionality of it, and I hope you enjoy. So, first off, throughout the entire game, there's always going to be the title, which is what usability heuristics is being displayed here. I can show you. So up here we can see the title, what usability heuristic is being displayed here. And we have a start game button and an instructions button. So in the code, you can see it here, the start game button, which has an on-click event of a start game function. And also we have the instructions button, which has an on-click event of show instructions text. Now, with the start game function, if we go into the JavaScript, here is the start game function. It starts here and it ends here. So here we see that there is a for loop. The for loop prevents the user from, it prevents the game from actually starting, and everything in it is 0. So all of these, which are 0, like it means that everything in this will turn up. I guess not. So the score is at 0, the game counter is at 0, the output inner HTML has nothing in it, and the current score inner HTML has nothing in it. Here I wrote that here when you press the start game button, the game box will show, and when you press the start game function button, the instructions button will also be hidden, and then the ask function will start. So let me just show you. So yeah, this is where it is in the HTML. And for the instructions button, we see here that you can hide the text when you press it. So this is the text that will display when you will press the button. So here it goes. So if I press it, we'll get the basic instructions, and then you can press it again to hide that, and then you can actually press the start game function, which will start the ask question function. So in the ask function question, we see that the output inner HTML still doesn't equal to anything because nothing's really been inputted first. But this stuff, it doesn't matter because that's what's going to turn up at the end. We'll come back to that. But here is what actually happens. So here, it's like an asked. It says asked random heuristics, and so here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 arrays. These two are the corresponding image questions with their corresponding, I guess, usability heuristics. And these are 4 options, A, B, C, D, that are completely random. So here if asked that random heuristic, it would be yes. So here in the choices, so answer A, or like I guess choice A, is going to be a random heuristic from up here. So they're going to just be randomly chosen, and if you press the right one, you will get one more point. Yeah. So here in the HTML, you can actually see it. So this is the button for choice 1, and so it's answer 1. So if that was the answer, then you would get it right. So I have this kind of grid layout on my thing where I have 4. So these are all col 6s, and they're 2 different rows. So also in the JavaScript, the questions is in questions heuristics. And if we go down, the question actually equals to the class like heuristic image. Here, the source is heuristic image, and that's actually the question. So if you answer the right one, you'll get the right thing. So like for this, I associated the bookmark with like recognition and recall. So if I press it, you'll get one answer right. And so each question goes on for 2 seconds. Sorry. And so if I show you here in the code, after each question you've pressed, it disables the button from like constantly pressing it. And so then the check answer function actually goes into play. So here, whatever button value is here, you would get that question right. And if it is right, then you'll get well done, blah blah blah. This is the answer, and it's correct. And then it will come up in green text. But if you got it wrong, the output in our HTML would be sorry, your answer is wrong, it's not correct, try again, and it'll come up in red text. The current score there would be displayed, and then you will have like the question will go on for 2 seconds. So if I just like quickly play through this, we can just put on some random things. So it's just coming up right now, and if I get a couple right, it should. And even if I keep on pressing it, it won't mark me right like this. It won't mark me right, and every single time you only get 1 point for it because it's got boundary cases in it. So all the images are the same sizes as well. So then a final score comes up of 4. Let's say I got 4. And it says, try again, you've got to brush up on your skills and everything. Oh, it just reset. So what happens here is that after you've finished answering all 10 questions, because that's the length of the questions heuristics, I did this so if, let's say I decided to add more questions in the future, I can actually expand or even decrease the number of questions I have, and it will still ask all the questions in the array. So if I go back into it, after asking all of the questions, it will disable the buttons and it will give you your final score. So if you got a score that was more than 7, you would get this message. If you got a score less than 7, then you'll get this message. Well, it's less, it's actually equal. Oh, wrote that wrong in the code comments. That is equal to 7. It will display this message. And then if the score is less than 7, it will come up with try again, you need to brush up your skills and all that stuff. I have this actual link, so then you can actually press it and then you can actually look at the different definitions. And then a play again button will come up on the side, so you can press it and start the entire game again. And there'll be about 10 seconds until the game restarts. In the, actually let's save this, in the HTML we can see the play again button here, so it goes back to the start game function, but it's hidden throughout the gameplay time, and you just play again. So yeah, I guess this proves that my code works. Thanks for watching, Mrs. McMahon. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.